Good morning, Accountant Middle School. I'm Owen.
And I'm Josiah. Welcome to AMS TV News for week March 13th.
Now let's turn things over to Caitlin and this week's Words of Wisdom.
Good morning, Accountant Middle School. This is Caitlin from Team 6B with a few words of wisdom. American talk show host and actress Oprah Winfrey is one of the most respected women in America today. Ms. Winfrey frequently stresses the importance of self-responsibility. Responsibility is an interesting word. If you look at it as a compound word, it becomes responsibility, or the ability to respond. Responsible people are people who are able to respond in an appropriate way, to be accountable for their individual choices and actions. Ask yourself today if you are always blaming others for your choices and actions, or are you wise enough to hold yourself responsible? If you discover that you are always blaming others, take another look. With something to think about, this is Caitlin. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.
Thanks, Caitlin. Yearbooks are on sale now. They can be ordered online or you can pick up from the main office.
March 18th is German Sprachfest in Hauppauge. Join us for a day of fun activities. See Mr. Sheik for info.
Now let's check out the week's staff stories.
This week's question on Staff Stories is, what was your funniest moment?
My funniest moment was, it was way back when I was in middle school. I missed the bus, and it was actually snowing pretty hard out. And because I missed the bus, I was driven to school. And when I got to school, there was nobody there because guess what? It was a snow day. So not so funny for me at the time, but looking back on it, it was kind of funny.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Falicaro, and I am going to tell you about my funniest moment. My funniest moment goes back to middle school when I was in 6th grade. When I was in 6th grade, my entire class took an overnight trip to a place called Frost Valley in upstate New York. While we were there, we had an opportunity to scale a chimney, a brick chimney, and reach the top. And when you reach the top of the chimney, it became a great honor because you got to write your name on the top of the chimney. So, of course, my friends egged me on to do it, and I went up to the top of the chimney. And when I got to the top of the chimney, everyone was cheering, and I let go and said, "Woohoo! I made it to the top." And as I let go, the rope fell, my teachers started screaming, and all the kids started laughing hysterically. Don't worry, I was safe, but that was my funniest moment in middle school.
One of the funniest things that happened recently to me was just this past weekend when I was up in Pennsylvania skiing. We had stopped at a trading post, and I was there with some family, one of my sons, my niece, and my sister-in-law. And on the counter of this trading post was this cage, and it had a "do not put fingers in" sign, and it was all enclosed in a screen, but in the back it was solid with a little hole cut out, and there was this tail sticking out of the hole. So the man that worked there started explaining to us that it was called a pine marten, which is in the ferret family, and that they're very vicious. And this one had been hit by a car, and some kids brought it in to see if they can help it. So he said they got bit trying to do that, but kids up in Pennsylvania are really tough, so they didn't care about that. And then he said he had to patch its leg up, and he got bit. And he said it was just a wild, vicious animal. So as he was telling us this story, we were all hovered around this cage, hoping it would turn around so we could see its face, because there was just a tail. And as we did that, he hit a button behind the counter that we couldn't see, and the top flipped open and the tail came flying towards us. And we all screamed and jumped back, thinking that our faces were going to be ripped off by this vicious wild animal. And then we realized he was playing a joke on all of us, and we just laughed so hard. And then a few minutes after that, my stepbrother came in, and we all said, "Oh, you gotta come see the Pine Martin." And the man launched into the story again, and we all waited with our phones, and this time we got it on tape. And my stepbrother had the best reaction, where he screamed this funny scream and nearly went through the window of this place because he was so startled.
He's spitting and snarling. I don't know if you can see him.
Yeah, I see his tail.
Yeah, he's quick.
Wow.
So I just wanted to share that because I thought that was a really funny thing that happened recently.
Thanks, guys. The health office is now accepting paperwork for spring sports. Please be sure to get your paperwork in by March 17th.
Do you want to learn how to design things you can print on the 3D printer? See Ms. DeLuca in the library to sign up for a workshop during the lunch period.
To see past newscasts and other projects, go to amsdmc.com.
Also remember to follow AMS on Twitter at SCSD_AMS and on Instagram at Comset.
That's all for now. Thanks for watching the AMS TV News.
Have
a great week.